In light of the recent NAR settlement, I want to revisit why buyer agency started in the first place. It started because of another class action lawsuit back in the early 1990s. Buyers and sellers sued Edina Realty in Minnesota because buyers were working with agents in that firm on the purchase while other agents in the same company listed the property. Today, this is what we call dual agency. At that time, there was no buyer agency. The agent working with the buyer in that situation was technically a subagent to the seller. The issue in this case was there were no buyer agent rules, and disclosure wasn't happening to explain how representation worked with both buyers and sellers. And yes, this was a hot mess. The result was that Edina Realty paid out a lot of money, and buyer agency laws went into effect state by state all over the country to ensure that buyers would be equally protected in a real estate transaction. The current NAR settlement does not change buyer agency. What does change is how buyer agents will be compensated. Sellers can choose to offer a commission or offer closing costs to pay the buyer agent's commission. If a seller does not offer any buyer agent compensation, buyers will need to pay their agent. I do think that many sellers will choose not to offer buyer agent compensation. I'm not the kind of person that sugarcoats things. Things are going to change under the settlement, and many buyers could choose to go it alone to save paying the commission. The worst thing that could happen is that we go full circle all the way back to the early 1990s and problems start all over again because buyers are not represented. The difference here is that buyers would be making the choice not to be represented while really not understanding the breadth and depth of making that decision. A good buyer's agent is a real estate consultant, a general contractor, and a project manager. They're there to negotiate the best deal, make sure everything about the house is functioning properly, and to coach clients through the transaction and set their expectations every step of the way. A good buyer's agent will make your life easier throughout the process so that you can focus on your work and make the home buying process less stressful. I'm going to be posting a lot more about this, so please stay tuned. I would really like to hear from would-be buyers and sellers with your questions and your comments. I look forward to having the dialogue, so comment away.